ankle that he tweaked in Game 4 of the last round against the Lakers in a collision with LeBron. So good for fans everywhere, NBA fans, that he's good to go.
Thanks, Lauren. First possession of the second half is a Jimmy Butler layup. So without Edwards on the floor, the Wolves went +1 in the scoring column without him. Now they get him back. 56-41. The lead is 15. A three-pointer is in and out.
We see Kuminga in the starting lineup during the second half instead of Quentin Post.
Again, Jaden McDaniels picks up Jimmy Butler. They get the switch, and now Draymond Green for three. Comes up short. Draymond got a technical, dead ball technical in the first half. Same starting five on the floor for the second half as we have seen through all these playoff games for the Wolves. That's a turnover. Podziemski forced it, and now
discourage it even more.
So now the Warriors down 14 with the ball. And Curtis Wickett is starting lineup. The follow by Hield. He can't get it to go. McDaniels hounded, and Buddy Hield coming out of this halftime locker room with a little bit of a run. They're down 14. Minnesota's biggest lead was 22. And Draymond Green wide open for three, misses.
Well, Draymond Green's going to be open for three a lot, being guarded by Rudy Gobert. He's going to keep going to protect the rim. And they'll live with Draymond Green. He made 4 threes in the first half of game 1, but you got to pick what you're willing to live with.
Here's Mike Conley for three. Conley, that is true. Beautiful stroke. And Mike Conley knocks in another three-pointer. That's his second. Saw Gobert kind of grabbing at his eye. That missed shot by Green glanced off the rim and hit Gobert. He's struggling with it right now as Kuminga shut off, and there's McDaniels. The long reach of Jaden McDaniels with a steal. And now Randall as Kuminga. Podziemski pushes it. Here's Kuminga exploding to the basket.
Turnovers after Minnesota turns it over down there. Actually 10 turnovers for Golden State.
Julius Randle working with Edwards here. Conley finds Randle wide open for three, short. Podziemski with a rebound. Here comes Kuminga. Edwards picks up Green. Now Hield finds Butler wide open for three. Butler hits. Well, breakdown defensive.
Well, Warriors cut it to 12, and again, they've got to do it with their defense.
Edwards all the way to the cup, missed it. Gobert is there. He is
for a great start to the playoffs in the first 4 games of that Lakers series. He has struggled on the offensive end. He's done a lot of other good things. Rebounded, had some assists, steals, blocked shot tonight, but getting the ball in the basket has been difficult for Anthony Edwards.
Butler, Gobert guards him. Butler, shot fake, not there. Hield with McDaniels on him. That's a tough guy to shake. Long two. McDaniels forces it into a difficult jump shot. McDaniels having a great game. Got 3 blocks, a couple of steals. Now he spins and hangs and scores off one leg. Jaden McDaniels has been a beast defensively. Kuminga gets it deep. McDaniels has increased his scoring significantly here in the playoffs. He reevaluated in a week with a grade 1 hamstring injury. Butler caps off a 3-point trip. We got a 12-point game here. Jimmy has 8 in the quarter. Here's Conley now. Finds Naz Reid, open shooter, and he misses. Warriors on a run. They've had an excellent third quarter. Butler and Podziemski, 2-man game. Now Conley on Butler. That's the matchup they want. They clear it out. Butler picked up his dribble. And now 6 to shoot. Kuminga gets a step on Gobert and dunks it down on Gobert.
Kuminga 7 for 7 from the floor in 13 minutes.
And a turnover. Podziemski up ahead, finds Buddy Hield in the corner. Cash! Naz Reid, one of the few that shot it well from beyond the arc in game 1. He made 4 threes. Podziemski drives, kicks, Kuminga, three-pointer, good!
Kuminga, 17 points on 8 for 8 from the floor. The only thing he's missed is 2 free throws.
He's had some monster scoring games this season. Here's DiVincenzo in the corner, and Randall set him up nice.
Wow, I tell you what, if they could get back Dante DiVincenzo to what he normally does as a shooter, it would mean a lot for the playoff hopes of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Green missed it, and Edwards picks it off the rim for the rebound. Now the Wolves up 10, can add to it. Here's McDaniels, cut off, takes a tough shot, and Podziemski with the board. Again, the Warriors can get it back to single digits. As we approach the 5-minute mark, Podziemski taking on Edwards, and he turns it over. He got stuck. McDaniels brings it in.
During the regular season, 4th in three-point percentage. In these last 5 games, it's just been a struggle.
Warriors had cut it to 7, and now down 12. This is an 8-3 Minnesota run. Late clock, Butler, tough shot, front iron, Edwards secures it. And Minnesota can add to their lead. Had Spencer back on the floor. Steve Kerr's played 13 players. DiVincenzo left open. And Spencer and Reed. The pull by, Edwards drives. And it's great to see Anthony Edwards back on the floor after that ankle injury. Missed it, the rebound, and DiVincenzo can't get the bounce. Jimmy Butler secures it this time. 2 good looks at it for the Wolves. Minnesota up 13. And they were up 13 quickly to start this game.
And DiVincenzo grabs him for the foul.
Next one by the Wolves will put the Warriors at the line. McDaniels picks up Jimmy Butler. Jackson Davis, and now Moody. Late clock here, down to 2. Moody's got to put up a 3, does so, and it's an air ball. McDaniels might have got a piece of that. And McDaniels runs the floor and hammers it down.
Jaden McDaniels getting it done at both ends.
8-0 Minnesota run after the Warriors got it within 7. And DiVincenzo able to deflect that one. Another late clock scenario here for Golden State. Down to 2. Moody's got to let it go again. And no chance with Edwards on it. The burst by Minnesota. Just as the Warriors were tightening the screws in this game. Randall, flurry of moves. Alexander Walker with the flyby. Resets. Hits a 3. Nikhil out his stroke again. His second made 3.
It's great to see for them the ball over 13, 14 times now in the game.
5 turnovers in the quarter for the Warriors. Spencer trying to guard Randall. He fires one to the hot hand. No good. That